Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm Bruce Jennings. We hope you enjoyed the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. Our first one is written by Jeff Hardin, called A Simple Point. Once talk became a way of sizing up another's spiritual condition, once a word or phrase had countless implications, too many really, to decide how best to make a simple point. Once nothing said could find a sympathetic ear. I walked outside into the leaf-anointed air to wander calmly in my dereliction. Pardoned by moonlight, glinting off barbed wire along the back fence row, where cattle lowering reminded me of how Papa calling out could bring the herd toward him. I grabbed the fence, familiar leg kick up and over. Mute, draws back. I walked old paths, born again.
Lapse, PTSD, by Brian W. Christman. This poem appeared in the Annals of Internal Medicine in April 2019. The lag time is the shadow, for is anything more futile than earnest prayer to preserve a sun? Distant hours in the future, squatting low in a shallow hole, the wound no longer oozing red on his forehead. But all this happened some time ago, before we woke, and Father made coffee before the shower with oatmeal soup, before the drive, before the pew, well before clarification of the air with a bell, and the call to silent supplication.
Next poem is one of the ones that I have written, called Calling In Out. Outside met inside nowhere one day. Inside said to outside, "May I call you out?" Outside agreed, and inside said then, "You may call me in." That's the last thing I want to do. The reason I agreed to this meeting anywhere at all was precisely to call you out. Inside was stung inside, but why? What have I done? Aren't I always in for you? Haven't I always invited you in? Yes, you always do try to take me in, always lure me toward your contrived confinement. Warming to this shift of antecedent, outside rose again against wall and boundary. You sew me hems when I want to shed garments. Nudity got inside's attention. Being so large, you underestimate the need of the small to hide. Tailor and measuring are essential. The majestic makes for cowering, grandeur floods but does not free. Come out with me, outside urged. You will grow beyond the small. You shall see how far beyond the near, plenitude above and below. Life models so present they need no mirror or portrait to represent them. Come and join me with the dreaming solitary walker who was outside when he realized that a chained mankind was born free and that no one could break his chains from the inside out. Inside counterpunched. The dreamer protests too much. Stay awake inside a library with me. Humanity was not born into a precarious freefall, but was expelled from a secure belonging. And life's quest is less to find a way out than to recover what was lost and find a way back in. Outside and inside met one day in that place where throwing restraints out and refashioning them within entangle. Outside lit out for the territories. Inside settled in between the eyes.
The next poem, a haiku written by me, VeerajaR. Pest alert. Neighborhood pests. Blue robots of Amazon. Prime our payments.
Our next poem is by Louise Colln, entitled Time. We will love the world together, and the world will love us back in time. Time tumbles about in a mortal mind like an unrolling ball of yarn. Picked up and rewound yesterday becomes today. Tomorrow rules the troubled night. Time lives in a dark corner of every DNA. Reincarnates the wind whistling across the mouth of a cave, where the old ones sleep in furs or on naked stone, the congregated mobile tents of camel riders, reindeer herders, the cold camp space of Genghis Khan or Jesus, and around the lodges of lonely pioneers. Time locks us in, slams shut against the knocks of friends, or shoves us out to dance a reel with strangers. Time is filled with streaks of kindness. It promises, in time, old wounds will heal. In time, we'll study war no more. In time, we'll sing with the nightingale. Ah, no, it is a lark.
The next poem, Purify, by VeerajaR. That's me. Purify. How can we forget that the future of humanity rests at the feet of our children? The future of this world in the air they breathe. That we should watch our every step and every decision to see there's enough trees left to bring rain and purify what we exhale. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.